What's up everybody, this is Gunter Severlow. Today I have a new project for you and it is for the game Skyrim. Now, I normally don't ever record videos for other games other than Arma 3 or my projects related to Arma 3, and I just want to let you know, for those who are subscribed to my channel or fans of my work or who watch my videos, that this is kind of like a one-time thing, and this is a project that I've been wanting to do for many years since Skyrim released. I've figured out how to do an alternative start where you can bypass the carriage ride and the Helgen castle area part where you create your character at. I've created these saves using some code, and I just learned a method of doing this by another person who did it back in 2012. I just kind of took it a little bit further. I have 8 saves that I created that are in multiple areas of the map. Now let's go to the interactive map, and I'll show you where these areas are and explain a little bit more about this. Alright guys, we are now on the Skyrim interactive map. This is a satellite map, and to get to what I was saying, I have created multiple saves, about 8 of them, all around the map. I used a code that you put into the Skyrim INI file, and it enables you to start in any cell on the map. The thing is, you have to find those locations and then look up the cell. So, for example, the first save I created was at Pale Pass. So if you scroll in, you'll see everything kind of gets more detailed. Now here is Helgen right here. This is normally where you start. What I did is I saved at a point, it's called Pale Pass, and this is basically the border of Skyrim. This is only one of them, by the way. So my character would be standing right here, and what I had to do is I had to get the nearest location for a cell to be able to get to that point. So what I found was I found this one, South Fringe Sanctum, which is a cave, and then I had to go to this website, and basically I had to find South Fringe Sanctum in the list here. I found the name, which is towards the end. I'm not gonna look for it, and what I did is I had to use this code, put the code into the INI file. It would be this one of these codes anyways for that particular spot, and then I would put it into the INI, and then when I started the game, that's where my character would start at. For this particular one, I started right here, and then I just basically ran all the way to here. This is the border. It won't let you pass this kind of building here. So I was standing here, and then what I did is I created a save. What I'm going to basically show you is some of these spots that I saved at. So this is one of the spots, and then I moved a bit further over here, and here we have Falkreath, which is a big town in the south. Made a save here. You can't go past this bridge because it's the border. And then I went way up here into the top left hand side. This is, if we look further, this is Solitude over here, and if you scroll in, I made a save right here. I actually ended up spawning way over here because Rimrock Burrow is the only thing that's closest to this area that I could find other than the Pine Frost Tower. I ended up starting the game here and then running way over here and then saving. So you end up starting right here. This is the road. So that was one of them, west of Solitude. And then I went to Solitude itself. I made a save right here under the Red Wave. After that, I went to Dawnstar, which is up here, and I started here, the Sea Squall. Character will start on this ship, like he just came to Dawnstar or something, and from there I went to Windhelm, This is Windhelm. And I went to the docks. So the character actually starts on this dock. And from there, I went to Dunmouth Pass, which is right here. This is the border. So if you came from Morrowind, this is basically where you would enter through. And I ended up putting this guy right here, Refugees Rest, in the I, which would spawn me there. And I ended up running up here. So they basically you start here. And then from there, I went down by Riften, by Fort Dawnguard, and this one you basically will start here, and that's about it. I'll show you a couple areas in the game that you start at, and I'll show you how this kind of works. Alright guys, here we are on Skyrim menu, and these saves, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to load, and each save I have set for, it has a name of player start, and we're going to start with Pale Pass, the first one. So you can see that these are level 1. I'm going to just load this up. And I'm going to show you how this works. You get this file if you're interested in this. You load up the save, and I didn't create a character. I just, put the default guy there. You're probably thinking, well, okay, I got this save and I got this character, but I want to create my character. So here's what you do. You hit your tilde key, and you type in show race menu. Hit enter, and you close the console, and from here you could name your character. And I did this already. I didn't create the character, I just named them. So I just basically went like this, and finish and name your character. You hit OK, and I just typed in player start. This is where I'm at. So if I go to my map, there's nothing on the map. I typed in a code called TMM0. What that does is it hides all the icons on the map. So you can see the map is blank. Now, it's only blank until you discover something. So once you discover something, it should show up on your map. Here's a cave right here. There's an enemy here. South Fringe Sinks. I've discovered. Alright, so if you go to your map, you'll now have that icon show up. That's the first thing you discovered. So I used the code, like as I said, I used the code that hides all the icons and stuff on the map, and so you're basically just playing with nothing, and you'll discover things as you go. So let's go to the next one. We have Falkreath player start. This will load up the save for Falkreath. It's the same thing. So just like before, you just type in show race menu and it bypasses the whole thing. So the code that I use in the I starts you in a different cell other than you start for where Helgen is. You notice that there's no equipment or anything. I have a bat file, and what this does is it strips the player of all his items, armor, weapons, etc., and adds these clothes, because I wanted the player to start where he wanted to and then have basically nothing other than the clothes on his back. You basically have to go exploring and just, start from there. Alright, let's check out the next save. And this was by Falkreath. Let's start Solitude Docks. And this is where I saved it. Up above you have Solitude. If I go to my journal, no active quests. Alright, let's check out the next one. Let's go to Windhelm Docks. Here we are on Windhelm Docks. So Dunmouth Pass. I'll show you where this is at. This is on the outskirts. So if we look at the map, we can see Windhelm is right here. We were just on the docks, which is right about here. And this is kind of where you enter the area. And this is, you can't go any further. This is like the border right here. Alright, let's show you the last one. And this one is in Riften. So you can see Riften is over here. And this is about where we're at. So you could literally start in the Riften area. This will be on the Nexus under in the mods section. This is basically player saves. I'll have one zip file for all these player saves in a brief description. Also, I'm going to record a video on how to create these types of saves yourself. So I'll have a short tutorial on how to set this up. The link to the Nexus page where these saves are at will be in the description of the video here. I hope you Skyrim players find this useful. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.